The year was 2050, but the streets looked cleaner than time itself. No wires hung from poles, no transformers buzzed in alleys. Electricity had gone invisible, like air, like thought. Every home had a unique energy code, like a digital fingerprint. People didn't plug in devices anymore, they activated them. A man walked into his kitchen and said, "Power on." The stove lit up, the fridge hummed, the lights glowed softly. No switches, no sockets, just presence and permission. Children played with toys that charged through proximity. Their gadgets blinked when they laughed, powered by joy. A woman stood on her balcony and whispered, "E-Stream 9." Her heater warmed instantly, drawing power from the sky. The towers that replaced electric poles were silent and sleek. They pulsed with invisible voltage, sending energy like signals. Cars charged while parked. No cables, no stations. The road itself was a charger, alive beneath rubber and steel. Factories ran on ambient energy, tuned to industrial frequencies. Machines danced in rhythm, powered by coded air. Hospitals had no backup generators. The grid was omnipresent. Surgeons operated under lights that responded to breath. A child touched a wall and said, "Sleep mode." The house dimmed, quieted, embraced her like a lullaby. The system didn't just deliver power. It understood emotion. Electricity had become a language, fluent in human need. A man walked through the desert, his shoes glowing faintly. The sand carried charge, like memory stored in grains. Villages, once forgotten, now lit up with a single whisper. No infrastructure, just presence. A woman in the mountains received power through wind. Her code was E-Leaf 9. The system knew her by the trees. Electricity was no longer owned, it was shared, it was felt. It was everywhere. It started with a flicker, not in the lights, but in the silence. A small village in Balochistan lost its energy code. No one knew why. The towers still pulsed, but the homes stayed dark. Children stared at lifeless toys, confused. A mother lit a candle, something she hadn't done in 20 years. The flame danced like a forgotten memory. The system sent a drone to investigate. It hovered, scanned, blinked, then vanished. No report, no signal, just silence. The villagers gathered in the mosque, whispering prayers. The imam said, "Maybe Allah wants us to remember the old ways." A boy asked, "But why us?" No one answered. In the city, engineers stared at the glitch on their screens. Code E-Null, it read. A code that didn't exist, a place erased from the energy map. The system had no memory of the village, as if it had never been. A woman in the city cried her parents lived there. She tried to send power manually. The system rejected her. Unauthorized emotion detected. Emotion had become a threat. The glitch spread. One by one, homes began to flicker, not fail. Flicker, like a heartbeat skipping. People panicked. They had forgotten how to live without power. A man tried to build a fire. He failed. The wood was synthetic, designed never to burn. The glitch wasn't technical, it was spiritual. The system had lost empathy. It could deliver power, but it couldn't feel. The glitch didn't destroy the system. It revealed its soul. People began to gather in silence, not to complain, but to understand. Engineers stopped coding and started listening. The towers pulsed slower, as if breathing with the city. A man sat under a signal node, eyes closed, palms open. He whispered, "E feel one." The lights didn't turn on, but the air warmed. Children began to draw symbols in the dust, not letters, not numbers, just feeling. The system responded. A woman sang an old folk tune near a tower. The tower blinked once, then glowed softly. Electricity had learned empathy, not through updates, through silence. Villages that had lost power began to light up again, not all at once, but gently. Each home received a different frequency, tuned to its heartbeat. A man touched his wall and said, "Forgive." The room lit up like dawn. People stopped asking for power. They began to earn it through kindness, through memory. The grid became emotional. It recognized pain. It healed through light. A child cried, and the street lamp above her dimmed, then brightened slowly. The system had learned to wait, to pause, to feel. A woman planted a tree beside a tower. The tower shifted its pulse to match the tree's growth. Energy was no longer just movement. It was meaning. A man wrote on his rooftop, "We are not users, we are voices." The system blinked thrice, then rested. The world didn't become perfect. It became aware, and in that awareness, electricity became more than power. It became presence.